What's going on, everybody? This is Island Hopper TV coming to you from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Let's do it.
That's right, guys. After a successful journey through Thailand, we decided to head south down the Malaysian peninsula to the capital of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
All right, so as you can see, we're in front of the Petronas Towers here. We're going to try and go up to the top. Down at the bottom level is a shopping center, but they do have a way to go all the way up to those twin towers.
Interesting fact about these towers here, up until April 15th, 1998, these were the tallest buildings in the world, standing at an elevation of 1,483 feet or 451 meters tall. And when you buy a ticket to go to the top, you actually end up stopping at the bridge on the way up.
Yeah, I mean, going up to tall buildings can sometimes be difficult for me, but you can see 29 double-decker high-speed passenger lifts. Those are some fast elevators.
And when I say they can be difficult for me, it's because they're so high up there, sometimes I do end up getting vertigo, but I end up doing it anyway. And after about 5 minutes of walking around the top, I always end up feeling fine after all.
And here we are at the bridge. This is called the Skywalk.
From the Skywalk, you actually get a great view of the fountain down at KLCC Park. I also want to tell you a bit about what you're going to expect in this travel guide while we're walking around here at the Sky Bridge. We're going to go up to Batu Caves, we're going to go up to Genting Resort World. There will be links below to other videos related to Southeast Asia, plus links that you can click through around the video to get to any particular segment, including Alor Street, where we try some of that notoriously amazing Malaysian food right there in the middle of Kuala Lumpur in Bukit Bintang.
So we're on the 84th floor, which is almost the top of the Petronas Towers, but it's the highest you can go, and you can see great views all around here in this observation deck.
And as you can see, the view around here is spectacular at 360 degrees, but the coolest thing about Kuala Lumpur is they're actually building an even taller tower right across the way, which will actually end up being the second tallest building in the world. So they do love their tall buildings out here in Kuala Lumpur. For those of you keeping track at home on how Malaysia's economy works, well, I'll tell you. They have the black gold, which is fossil fuels, and they also have palm oil, in particular down in Borneo. So two big economic contributors to why they have such a fascinating capital city here in Kuala Lumpur.
And just some quick facts about Kuala Lumpur. There's a population of 8.1 million in the metro area. If you include the city itself, though, it's around 2 million. Also, Kuala Lumpur is the capital of this country, Malaysia. And this park that we're walking around here is called KLCC, right next to the Petronas Towers. It's actually a 50-acre park built by a Brazilian architect, and the main reason they built this place here was to leave an impression on people to pay attention to the world around you and nature right here in the big cities. So even though you're living in a big city, don't forget about nature.
Just so you know, at any given point in Kuala Lumpur, especially during the wet, rainy season like we were here during, it could go from sunny, hot, and humid to all of a sudden within 15 minutes, downpour, torrential rain, and very much cooling down from that hot, humid temperature. So that's an interesting aspect of the climate out here. Here's a great view of how the city is built right into the jungle out here in Kuala Lumpur. It's quite impressive, very clean, and modern.
Just real quick, it's $18 per person. Also, it was the tallest buildings in the world from 1996 to 2002 before it was replaced by Taipei 101. But nowadays, as you know, Burj Khalifa in Dubai is the tallest. And if you plan to visit Dubai, you can watch our other videos on this channel from Dubai. Check the link below.
Now that we've showed you guys around downtown in all its glory, we're actually going to head out to some of the other areas around the city center here, including Chinatown and some of the other cultural areas where you can get some really great tasty food. When it comes to culture here in KL, which is what they call it, short for Kuala Lumpur, you will see Indian culture, Chinese culture, and local Malay culture. Over 200 years ago, Kuala Lumpur barely even existed along the river, making it a fairly new city by Malaysian standards.
And here we are at Petaling Street Market. This is Chinatown. Let's go look.
Chinatown's a place you can do some affordable shopping, but also get some food, as you'll see soon.
Well, I lost my pair of shoes in Thailand, so I'm going to be getting some new shoes right here in Chinatown. Slick. Yeah, bag. This for you. I don't need a box. Yeah, so I ended up getting a pair of Nikes, as you can see. But also, I want to say something about the Malaysian ringgit. That's the name of the currency. It's about 4.53 to $1 US. So I paid 250 ringgit, and I got these for around 55 US. Some good old soup. So we got the Guandi Temple, and right behind it is the new tallest building in Kuala Lumpur. If you look right behind me, we have the Sri Maha Mariamman Temple. This is a Hindu temple right here next to Chinatown. Let's go take a look.
The temple itself was actually undergoing a renovation while we were here, but hopefully when you're here, it will be open again.
And here we are at Merdeka Square. This is actually where they've raised the first Malaysian flag. So it's a very significant landmark for Malaysia right here.
An interesting fact here is the day this was filmed was the day before the Malaysian elections. As you guys know, that made worldwide news because it was highly contested as to who was going to actually win the election. So us being at Merdeka Square on this day was actually quite significant for us because it was where Malaysia officially gained its independence. Now what we're going to do is actually head out to Batu Caves. This is another Hindu temple, but this one's quite amazing because you will see a large statue outside. Some wildlife like monkeys, and it's all inside of a cave here.
All right, guys, we have made it to Batu Caves out here in Batu. We're gonna go up there and see what's going on. Well, before we actually go up to Batu Caves, we're stopping to get some food. We've actually got 100 Plus, which is an electrolyte drink, and we got some nasi goreng, which is an Indonesian dish.
This temple complex is actually several different caves that you can walk around where they've basically painted the inside of the caves as a Hindu temple, both downstairs and up the stairs. So we're gonna go show you guys what's going on up here, but do be aware there are monkeys that will take your hat, your water bottle, your wallet, your phone. So just be on the lookout for that, and that's not a joke. The walk up is steep and takes some time, but the good news is it's a lot easier coming back down than it is going up. If it's a nice day out, you'll find it to be enjoyable, but when it's hot and humid, it's not as fun as it is when it's a little bit cooler. Once you get to the top, you'll find these limestone caves with these Hindu temples set up alongside. As you walk all the way back to the back, you'll see this open roof cave with some bats. Now we're going to walk back down the stairs and we're going to show you what the temple complex looks like off to the side here at the ground level.
Well, you know me and feeding fish, feeding pigeons, always doing some sort of feeding, I guess. 5 ringgits, let's see.
After an interesting experience walking around the Batu Cave complex and temples, what we're going to do now is we're actually going to head way up into the mountains to Genting Resorts World. It's a very interesting place up here, and the weather is much cooler. We're going from 89 degrees to an average of 70 degrees. You might even need to bring a jacket.
All right, guys, we've made it to the top of Genting Mountain here. This is Genting Resorts World Complex up here at 6,300 feet elevation. That's 1,800 meters. Right now, the weather outside is 65 degrees right here in just above the clouds in Kuala Lumpur. It's about an hour away. Let's go take a look. Well, we found the world's largest hotel right here in Malaysia in the Genting Highlands, 7,351 rooms. Getting some Chinese dim sum. Yeah, so we just went into the casino. You have to get a card, show your passport, and then you can start gaming. But they got a lot of smoke building in there, lots of cigarette smokers. It's huge. You can't film in there though.
That's right, you can't even get a card to do the gaming and collect your winnings without giving them your passport. So they need to know, if you're a winner, they want to know how much you won from this casino. Yeah, I figured I'd get a ice cream cone right here. The Genting Highlands are a very interesting place, I would certainly say. The weather is phenomenal, the environment is amazing, but it's kind of like a concrete jungle up on the top of the hill. I would have liked to see them incorporate more of the natural setting with the buildings, because they build these huge complexes with the largest hotel and all that, and you're up here in the Highlands and you don't even really experience the Highlands except you are in this big resort. I don't know. It's like connected resorts, there's more than one. I would say I'd have to go back there to fully experience it, and I look forward to going back there and fully experiencing it, but one day was not enough. Now we're back down in Kuala Lumpur, and we're actually at a Korean restaurant, and we're gonna try some Korean noodle with cheese and meat, with like an Italian style. It's very interesting how they did this, but you'll see right here. What we'll do now is we'll actually show you around the rest of Kuala Lumpur, including the Golden Triangle, and head over to Bukit Bintang, that area there, and show you guys another side to KL, including Alor Street, which is where the food is. So if you're still watching now, stay tuned because that's what's coming next.
All right, we've made it to a popular area called Bukit Bintang, or Bukit Bintang, and this is where the Pavilion Shopping Center is. We're also going to walk around this whole area.
This is like the Saks Fifth Avenue of Kuala Lumpur if it had one. So definitely be ready to do some shopping when you come over here to the Pavilion. But have no fear, we're not going to spend too much time here. We are going to head to the more culturally rich side of the town here after Pavilion.
They have diagonal crossings like this, right here, like an X. If you look right behind me, you can actually do crosswalks like an X, like they have in Tokyo. And here we are at Jalan Alor. This is actually a art street right in Bukit Bintang. This is Jalan Alor Street right here. You can see they've got food stalls on both sides. Great place to come at night if you like to eat a variety of different Malaysian cuisine. Okay. So here's a look at some unique cuisine they have here. Obviously, they have octopus. They have some shellfish.
No, I'll put that on.
Check out those bullfrogs. It's so cool. Is that bullfrog?
No, frog, no wing. This is a bird.
It's a bird.
Yeah, try the one.
31?
No, you try the one. Very delicious.
It's very delicious. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
I just have spicy beef. Oh, dumpling. Good.
Yeah, it's dumpling.
Yes, because you were bothering us last time.
Yeah, but I think
And this is Bukit Bintang Street that we're walking right here.
Kuala Lumpur is a city of many malls. That's something you'll realize when you're here. So get ready to do some shopping, or at least spending time inside a mall, walking around, beating the heat, getting out of that hot, hot sun with the humidity. Also, food is popular here. If you're a foodie, you're gonna love this city. I highly recommend it because they have so much diversity in the cuisine. The good news is, after finishing Kuala Lumpur, we are going to keep pushing down the Malaysian Peninsula, and this time we are headed to Singapore. So we will see you guys on that one next. Also stay tuned because we will have a things to do in Kuala Lumpur video coming up later. And if you click the link here, you can watch our next video, or Bangkok, which is just north of here, and Singapore coming soon.